Hi everyone, welcome to another webinar. This time we are talking about English for the telephone. So I'm Megan and I'm happy to be talking about this with you today. So first let's begin with some general advice. When you are on the phone, you should make sure to state who you are and what you're calling for at the beginning of the call. It just makes it easier for whoever you're talking to know how they can help you. It can be difficult to hear people on the phone, as you may have experienced yourself. So speak as clearly as possible and don't rush. Take your time. It's better to be understood. Along with this, try to articulate each word as clearly as you can. So speaking clearly, slowly, taking your time, it's all good things to do on the phone. Don't be afraid to confirm what you have understood from the person you are talking with. For example, by repeating back the information that you have understood from them. That way they can say, yes, that's what I said, or no, actually, I said this instead. And we'll look at some examples of ways to confirm what you've understood a little bit later. And last but not least, of course, always use polite expressions on the phone. So saying please and thank you and using words like could when you're asking for questions or asking for something are always good, even on the phone. If you want some more advice about what polite expressions to use in English, there's a webinar for that. So let's go ahead and continue. So first, let's start with some expressions for answering the phone. Most simply, in English, we generally say hello. So you can say this as well. If you are maybe speaking for work, we have some different options here about how you might want to answer the phone in a more professional setting. So for example, I'll be reading each of these and then I'll leave you time to repeat 2 times for each one, okay? So let's try them out. I'll use my name and my company name, but you use yours. All right, so first one, hello, this is Megan speaking. How can I help you? You try. Hello, this is Megan speaking. How can I help you? Next, hello, Megan speaking. Hello, Megan speaking. Hello, you've reached Easy Access English. This is Megan. How can I direct your call? Hello, you've reached Easy Access English. This is Megan. How can I direct your call? How can I direct your call means who can I pass you to? So you might mostly use this if you were a receptionist or a secretary who doesn't have a longer conversation with someone, but that you'll pass this person, transfer them to someone else. Okay, next one. This is sort of similar to the second one. Hello, my name is Megan. How can I help you? You try. Hello, my name is Megan. How can I help you? Hello, my name is Megan. Who am I speaking with? Hello, my name is Megan. Who am I speaking with? And the last, hello, this is Megan speaking. Can I ask your name, please? Hello, this is Megan speaking. Can I ask your name, please? Good. So for the last two, these are really useful to get the name of the person that you're on the phone with directly, in case you might know who it is and then know where to transfer them to after that. Okay, so let's go on to expressions to call someone. So we have a few different ways of, well, many ways really, of saying how to call someone in English. So we can say ring someone or ring up someone. We can say dial up someone. Dial is the action of putting the numbers into the phone. So that's why we use dial up. We can also simply say call someone. Or we can say buzz someone. This is a little more informal. So these are all just expressions that mean call someone. You can also say give me a buzz or give me a ring in this way, and it all means to call someone. Okay. Here are some expressions to ask what someone wants in a polite way. So we don't want to use the phrase, what do you want? That's a little bit too direct and sounds kind of rude. So instead, let's look at some different examples. We'll do the same format where I'll repeat 2 times each expression and leave you space to try it out yourself. So let's begin with the first. How can I help you? How can I help you? Can I ask what it is regarding? Can I ask what it is regarding? What can I do for you today? What can I do for you today? How can I assist you? How can I assist you? Which department are you looking for? Which department are you looking for? Who can I put you through to? Who can I put you through to? Can I ask the reason for your call today? Can I ask the reason for your call today? Good. Okay, so we've got some questions here that are asking how someone can help you. We've also got questions that is asking why someone is calling. So asking what is it regarding, or can I ask the reason for your call today? Both of those are asking why the person is calling. And then which department are you looking for, and who can I put you through to, are both asking who you need to be transferred to. So if you're calling a front desk and you need to be transferred to a specific person or a specific department, then those are the questions that you would be looking to hear, or those are the questions you would ask if you are in the position of asking. Okay, so let's look at how to say what you want if you are on the other end of those questions that we just did. So we'll do the same format. I'll say these expressions twice and you can repeat. So, I am looking to speak to Christina. I'm looking to speak to Christina. I would like to inquire about. I would like to inquire about. Inquire is just a fancy word for ask for information. So this is really saying I would like to ask for information about. Okay, next, I am interested in. For example, I am interested in taking lessons. I would like to talk to someone in the sales department. I would like to talk to someone in the sales department. Can I please speak to Missine? Can I please speak to Missine? Is Nick available to talk? Is Nick available to talk? Do you have a moment to speak to me? Do you have a moment to speak to me? I might have something of interest to you. I might have something of interest to you. Good. So if you know who you are looking to talk to, of course, you can just say their name. If you know just the area of interest or the topic that you're looking for, then these expressions of I would like to inquire about or ask about, and then just tell them the topic, like taking lessons or like getting a refund or sales and things like that, then the person on the phone with you can transfer you to the proper department or the proper person to speak with about that. Okay, let's continue. So here's what I was mentioning earlier about asking for clarification. We'll look next at some expressions when you don't understand, but here if we're just asking for clarification, that we think we've understood something and we want to make sure that that is correct, here are some expressions for you. Could you please explain that a bit more? You try. Could you please explain that a bit more? Can I ask you to please clarify what you've just said? Can I ask you to please clarify what you've just said? To be clear, you said, to be clear, you said, I understood you said, is that right? I understood you said, is that right? Am I speaking to Ella? Am I speaking to Ella? May I ask a question? May I ask a question? Could you please explain what you just said? Could you please explain what you just said? Okay, so notice that you can either ask for clarification in the form of asking for more explanation or clarification of something someone just said, meaning that you probably understood but need more information, or you can repeat back what you have heard and then ask, is that right? Or to be clear, you said this, yes? And that can help the person to know if you've understood or not. Another clarifying question is to make sure you're speaking to the person you think you're speaking to. So that's where we can ask, am I speaking to this person? Okay, let's continue with what to say if you don't understand. So we want to avoid saying what because it's, again, a little too direct. It's not very kind sounding to just say what when you don't understand. So here are some expressions you can use instead. So let's do them. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. These mean a very similar thing. So whether you say I didn't understand, meaning past tense, or I don't understand, present tense, the message is getting across. So you can use them interchangeably. Next, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you please repeat that? Could you please repeat that a bit slower for me? Could you please repeat that a bit slower for me? And slower we could replace with a bit more loudly if it's a question of volume. But okay, next. I'm afraid I haven't understood you clearly. Could you please repeat that last bit? I'm afraid I haven't understood you clearly. Could you please repeat that last bit? Good. When we say that last bit, we're meaning the last thing that you said. So it lets the person we're talking to know that we understood most of what you said, but then the last part we didn't catch. Next, I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say? Good. Be careful with this last one because your tone matters a lot in how this is perceived. So if we say, I'm sorry, what did you say? That sounds like you're really angry and offended. So make sure you keep it nice and light. Make sure your voice raises at the end so that it sounds like an actual question and not an accusation. Listen once again to how you should not do it. I'm sorry, what did you say? Mm-mm. And how you should do it. I'm sorry, what did you say? Hmm? Raise your question at the end. And if this is a little long to remember or you feel like these words might get stuck in your mouth, you can always say sorry as a question, raising your tone at the end. And the person will understand that maybe you didn't get what they said. You didn't catch what they said or hear. Okay, so when all else fails, you can use sorry, but don't say what. Okay, next. Expressions to ask for more information. So let's take a look at these. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Can I get some more information on that? Can I get some more information on that? What more can you tell me about that? What more can you tell me about that? Could you please tell me some more about Could you please tell me some more about I need some information about Can you help me? I need some more information about Can you help me? Good. Okay. So once again, we see where you can fill in the subject or the topic that you are looking to have more information on if it hasn't been talked about already. All right. Last, some expressions to end the call. So, of course, this kind of depends on who you're talking to, but in general, these are good expressions to use. They're neither too formal or too informal, so they work with pretty much everyone. Let's take a look. Thank you, goodbye. Thank you, goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. See you soon. See you soon. Only use this expression if you are going to see them in person soon. So for people that you only correspond with by phone or by email, unless you're physically going to see them, don't say see you soon. Use this next one instead. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. So again, use this one if you're only going to be talking by phone soon. And last, you might have heard this lots before. It's very common. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It may seem like it's sort of childish or informal, but it's used so commonly that this is a sure way to end a call, and it won't be noticed as anything strange. So you can also kind of pair these together. So like, thank you, have a nice day, bye-bye, or have a nice day, talk to you soon, bye-bye. You can always add bye-bye. All right. So here's what to say if someone is not available. So these are expressions you would use if you are speaking to a receptionist or a secretary who knows the person that you're trying to contact, and who knows that they can't talk to you right now while you're on the phone. So let's look at some ways that we can accept that and move on from that. Okay. Okay, thank you for checking. I'll call back later. Okay, thank you for checking. I'll call back later. In this case, this means that someone went to see if the person you wanted to speak to was available, and they weren't, and so you're saying, well, thanks for checking. Okay, next one. If you are trying to make sure that you will get in touch with the person, this next one is good. Thanks for your help. Is there a time that would be best for me to call back? Thanks for your help. Is there a time that would be best for me to call back? Good. The next is if you would like to just leave a message for the person, you can say, can I leave a message for them? Can I leave a message for them? We use them very often when we don't know the gender of a person. So if you know that the person is a man, you would say, can I leave a message for him? And if you know that the person is a woman, you would say, can I leave a message for her? Okay, next one is if you want the person you're trying to contact to call you. So, is it possible for them to give me a call when they're free? Is it possible for them to give me a call when they're free? Good. And next one, same thing. Do you mind giving them my number to call me back as soon as possible? Do you mind giving them my number to call me back as soon as possible? Okay. So let's look at what to say when you leave a message. Sort of similar to when you get onto a call, it's always good to say who you are, or if you're calling for business, what business you're calling on behalf of, why you are calling so the person can get whatever information they need to when they call you back, how to reach you. Sometimes people leave a message and then they don't say if they should call, the person should call them back on the same number. So it's good to include that. And you can also include when it's best to reach you, so that hopefully you can avoid playing what we call phone tag, where one person calls and the other person doesn't answer, so they leave a message. Then that person calls the other person back, but they don't answer, so they leave a message. It gets very long and tiring. So it's good to include when it's best to call you back. Here's an example that you may have heard something similar before from one of our teachers. So here's what I say when I leave a message. Hello, this is Megan, your English teacher from Easy Access English. I'm calling to schedule our first lesson. Please contact me anytime on this number to get started on your lessons. Thank you and speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, so notice how I've included who I am in relation, and my company name. I've included why I'm calling to schedule a first lesson. And I've said, although quickly, I've said when to reach me and how, anytime on this number. And notice that I've said speak to you soon if I know that I'm not going to see the person soon. Speak to you soon is the same as talk to you soon. Okay. So I think this is our last slide, and this is what to say on your own voicemail box. So when someone calls you and you can't answer, this is the message you have on your voicemail box. So you want something that sounds like you and reflects the energy that you want your contacts to associate with you. So I've got two examples here. One is more standard and professional and polite, which there's nothing wrong with that. If you're leaving this message available for business, this is maybe a good way to go. And then we'll look at one that's a little more personable, fun, and bubbly, if that's your style. So let's look at the first one. Hello, you've reached Megan at Easy Access English. Please leave your name, reason for calling, and a number where I can contact you, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Goodbye. Notice that I've reminded the people who will call me, what I need from them in order to contact them back. So you can do this, or you can include whatever other things you want. It's your voicemail box. And let's look at the other one that's a little more personable, fun, and bubbly, maybe something like that I would put on my personal phone. Hi there, this is Megan. I can't come to the phone right now, but leave me your info and I will give you a ring back soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. So notice I've got similar information that I'm asking for, but it's a lot less professional or formal. Not that you can't use this kind of thing in a professional setting, but it's not quite as formal. Okay, and I believe that is it for today. So I hope that this is all helpful. You are free to look back at this video anytime you need. And I hope you have some great phone calls in the future in English. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.